guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you all the crochet projects that I've worked on in the last 7 days. I think that all of my projects are actually finished objects this week, which is pretty exciting. There is one thing that took up the majority of my week, but you'll have to wait until Tuesday to see that because it's for a special video that I'm doing with Shannon from Shannon Talks Yarn, but you definitely don't want to miss it. It's going to be a super fun video and I cannot wait to show you the project that I made for that video. So let's just begin. So the first thing I want to show you is just this Pom Pom. I made this hat a while back, but I didn't really like the shape of it. It is a little bit tall, and so I thought adding a pom-pom would kind of give it more of that slouchy beanie look. And so I actually made this pom-pom on camera and I did a video about it. I put it out a few days ago, and it is showing you how to make a pom-pom with a clover pom-pom maker and how to attach it to a beanie. So I will definitely link it below, and again, all patterns will be linked below as well. So yeah, just added that pom-pom and it's super cute, and I really do like the way that it added just some fun to this beanie. And then the next thing I want to show you is actually a fail. So I've made this beanie before and it's one of my favorite beanies. It's just a pattern that I found on one of those little leaflets that you can find in the aisle at Hobby Lobby, and as I said, I've made it before and loved it. This second time trying to make it, I don't know what happened, but the first time that I made it, I ended up having to frog it and rewind the whole entire 3 skeins that I used because I wasn't paying attention, I guess. This yarn is the Cotton XXL by Yarn Bee, and I do really love this yarn, but it has like a boucle texture, sort of like the homespun, and so it can be difficult to see the stitches. And so I guess I just wasn't paying attention and I added an extra stitch every row, and so it ended up being shaped like this. So I had to wind it all back up, and then I bought a new hook. I bought a clover hook to use with it because I just have fallen in love with the clover hooks. So I bought the set a while back, but it doesn't have bigger sizes, and this called for a 9mm hook. So I bought that, and I don't know if that hook size was just or that particular hook was a little bit bigger than the one I used previously, or if this yarn colorway is just a little bit softer, so it gives it more of a drape. I don't know, but this beanie turned out huge, and I'll put it on so you guys can see. And the sad thing about it is this beanie was supposed to be for my Memal, my hair's crazy today, for Christmas. So I don't think she wants a massive beanie, so I'm gonna have to go and buy the yarn again and remake it, and I guess go down a hook size or maybe just chain fewer stitches at the beginning. But as you can see, it's huge. So sorry, Memal. I'll make it right, and I'll make a new one for you. I don't know what in the world happened, but I don't know. We all have fails sometimes, so that one was my fail of the week. Okay, and then the next thing I want to show you is thankfully not a fail. And this is another Christmas present, and this is for my niece, and it is this hat here. And I did make this beanie, this pom-pom as well, using the clover pom-pom makers, and I just used all 3 colors of the yarn and held those together. It turned out so big. I really like it. And then this design is just so cute. I will definitely link the pattern below. I believe it's the crochet bowl, the yarn bowl crochet is what it is. And this is like a pebble stitch, and just the texture on it is so fun. And it's just so bright and colorful. Pink is her favorite color, so I hope she really loves this, and I hope it fits her great. It actually does fit me. It's a little small on me, but it does fit me. And then my 4-year-old it is a little big on him, and my niece is a few years older than my son, so it should fit her perfectly. But I can't wait to see her open this, and I really hope she loves it. I think it's one of my favorite beanies I've ever made, and just there's so many different ways you could make this with different colors, like black instead of the ivory, or you could do these rows. You could do like the pebble stitches all in the same color and then alternate different colors on these rows. There's just so many color combinations, so I definitely want to play around with this and see what kind of fun color combinations I can come up with. Okay, and then I'm going to save the best for last. I've also been working on some ornaments for Christmas gifts. I've never made an ornament before, I don't think. And so I've just kind of been playing around with some different ideas. And so this particular ornament idea is from MJ's Off the Hook Designs. I've talked about her a million times. I love all her tutorials. So she has this little cute Christmas wreath ornament. And this I used the chenille appeal yarn. Now I haven't added like an ornament hook or anything to it, but I do really like this texture of this yarn. I think it really does look cute in that wreath shape. It kind of does have like a furry texture, so it kind of makes it look like a real one would. But this was the first one I made, so it's a little imperfect, and I don't know. It is cute though. I do like it. The chenille appeal was a little bit difficult to work with. It has like no stretch to it, and because it is fuzzy, it's a little hard to see the stitches, but it wasn't too bad. Okay, and then I made this one, and this one is just with regular 4-weight acrylic, and then I just tied it together with this twine to hang it with, and then added this little bow. I just wrapped this piece of twine around this piece and made a little bow, and I do really like that as well. I may go and see if Dollar Tree has any tiny little pom-poms so I can add some little pom-poms to it, like hot glue them, because when I put this on the tree, obviously it blends right in with the tree. So unless you had one of those like frosted trees that is white, this would be perfect, but just a regular green tree, it really blends in and is kind of hard to see. So I think adding little pom-poms would be great, or I pulled out some cream colored yarn and I may make one in that color. So yeah, I think that it's really cute though, and hopefully I can find some pom-poms, because I think that would just add a really cute, fun, extra little thing. So I think I will definitely make a few of these for Christmas gifts, and I have some other ones on my radar, like a little stocking ornament pattern that you can put little gifts in, so I may do something like that as well. Okay, so the project I'm most excited about, you guys saw this in last week's video, but it wasn't finished yet. I did finish it, and I'm so happy with the way it turned out, and this is my granny square pillow. So if you didn't see that video, I had this pillow form. I had bought a 2-pack off Amazon a while back, and I'm making another pillowcase for the other one. But originally this was going to be a blanket, but then I laid it over this pillow form just to see what it would look like, and I loved it. So it immediately changed from a blanket to a pillowcase, and that is one thing that is so fun about crochet, is the way that we can just use a particular pattern and make it work for so many different things. So here is one side of it. Hopefully you can see that well. And then I did do different color variations on this side. I used the same colors, but put them in a different order. And then what I did was I just took the pink yarn and I slip stitched all the way around. And it fits perfectly. Obviously you can see through, you know, the granny clusters, but I still think it looks good. And I didn't make this to where you can take it off, so I won't be able to wash it. So it is just a decorative pillow. but it looks so pretty just sitting up on my bed. I love to look at it. It brings me a lot of joy. And this was so easy to make. The pattern for the continuous granny square will be linked below. It was by Play Hooky with Me. And again, you just can use any size pillow and just work it until it's the right size. I've seen tutorials for rectangular granny squares, and I think that would be really cute for like a rectangle pillow to do one for that as well. But I really love this, and it was such a fun project, and I definitely think this would make an awesome gift idea. I mentioned that in last week's video, but I've had a couple people already be like, I want one, so this may be something I make for people in the future. So that is it for this week, except for that other project that I'm going to show you guys on Tuesday, but I cannot wait for you guys to see it. It is one of my favorite projects I've ever done. I know that I say that all the time. I'm sure most of you guys are like me, where you make something and you're just so proud of it, and even if it's not perfect, you just can't believe you made that. Like I've been crocheting 10 years, and I still sometimes will make something and look at it and be like, I made that? Like, of course, like the hat, there is times when you have fails and it's a little bit discouraging, but those fails teach us something and it keeps us humble. So it's good sometimes to have fails, and I think it makes it relatable because we all, I'm sure, have crochet fails. But I did have an idea for a video where I share with you some of my very favorite projects that I've ever done, and maybe like do it year by year, where at the end of the year I do like my favorite crochet projects I've made this year. Would you guys be interested in a video like that? I would love to make it, so just let me know. And I would love to know what you guys are working on as well. You can leave me a comment, you can send me a picture to my email, or DM me on Instagram. I would love to know what you're working on, and I can't wait to chat with you guys in the comments. So today I want to read to you from Matthew. I just finished reading the book of Matthew, and I want to read verses 16 through 20. So at the church that I go to, at the end of every Sunday service, we recite the Great Commission together. And so this is the passage with the Great Commission in it. And it's when Jesus charges his disciples to go out and preach to all nations about Jesus. So it says, "Now the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountains to which Jesus had directed them. And when they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. And Jesus came and said to them, 'All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. And behold, I am with you always to the end of the age.'" So I think there's so many things that we can learn from this passage. For one, we can learn what our purpose is. What one of our purposes is as a Christian, and that is to spread the good news. It also shows us that even the disciples had doubt at times, even though the resurrected Jesus was standing right in front of them. They had issues with doubt, and I think all of us at some point have had issues with doubt, most of us anyway. And so it kind of gives you a comfort there to know the people that were closest to Jesus had doubts. And then also, I think the most comforting thing is at the end when he says, "I am with you always to the end of the age." It gives us such comfort knowing that as we proclaim his name and as we talk about him in our daily lives with people, that he is with us and that he helps us to do that. And that just, he's with us in general through every single day. And I'm so thankful for that. So anyways, guys, I really hope that you've had a great week, and I hope that you have a great day. And I have an exciting video coming out tomorrow, a little collab that I'm doing with some other fellow YouTube friends of mine. So I hope that you will tune in for that. And may God bless you, and I will see you in the next one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.